Fuck. Fuck. Yo, what up, people? Smiths no motherfucking are here today, of course, to give you guys Silver Spoon episode 10 review. Now, oh god, this episode, it's hard to describe. It really is. I mean, I could try and I could really give it my all, but I mean, there's no better way for me to explain this episode than to tell you to go watch it. That's, and if you already have, then you know what I'm talking about. You see, it started off really amazing. Beyond that, it was no words. But then it got heart-wrenching and even better. And it threw me the fuck off. It really did. I mean, whoa. I did not expect that in one way, shape, or form or another. I did, but I didn't. Like I'm gonna say right now. Okay, let's just summarize this really fast, okay? So, at the beginning, because of Tikawa, this motherfucker Tikawa. Oh my god, bro. This dude, bro. This dude. A rumor gets spread around school that Hachiken has a baby with, I believe, this girl Yashiro or Yashibro or some shit like that. Anyway, Yashibura or some shit. Anyway, and he's gonna take responsibility, and everybody's like, fucking Tawaka is spreading this rumor around like mad crazy because he heard him over talking. It was about the pigs because she hit her head. It's like, I'm gonna get a bump. You better take responsibility if I can't eat meat again. You know, it was hilarious. It was, but there's one reason why it was mind blowing. Confirmation. When Mikage, and this is a bad point, of course, of the episode though. They didn't extend on it. They needed to. They should have. I'm disappointed in them. I am. Because you see, Mikage, when she heard that Hachiken was having a baby or was sleeping with this one girl or was in love or anything with this other girl, she broke down. She dropped her eraser and she fucking stood there. You can see a cloud of smoke. That's my fucking thumbnail. She broke down. She couldn't believe what she was hearing. She didn't want to accept it, in my opinion. Because you could have saw it a different way, but me, I fucking saw it the way it looked. To my opinion, of course. And if they would have extended that at some later point in the episode, it would have been so much better. It would have probably been in the 9s. Like it would have been very close to 10. It would have been near perfection or somewhere around there because of the episode and the feelings and the emotions. But they didn't. That upset me. It did. Because I mean, it was the perfect moment, literally, for a confession or their relationship to somewhat become something. And she did nothing. And Hachiken didn't even know what the fuck was going on. And so, in a way, because they didn't explain it in this episode, I gotta say that for this episode, they basically made the entire like first 7 or 8 minutes, just pointless comedy. It was good comedy, yes. It was hilarious, but it was pointless to the story. It was like a mini scene thrown in there. And I don't like that, because that could have so much depth and impact on the series that it made me angry. That they didn't explain it anymore for the detail. Because that would have been the perfect moment. I mean, Mikage, she's in love with Hachikin, and she finds out that this happened. She confronts Hachikin after she finds out it's lost, and then shit happens, and yeah. But I guess not. And then the rest of this episode, and this is where I was right and wrong, was basically Hachikin. And he said, I'm gonna buy the pig, because the pigs are getting shipped off. And she's like, okay, well, a pig at this market as livestock would cost about 30,000 yen. He's like, no, I want it as meat. And I was like, what? That confused the shit out of me. I was like, I was right, but I was wrong. I thought they was actually going to buy the pig, but instead he decided that it was something he was going to have to do and get over, and so he decided to buy the meat, let the pig die, and eat it. And the rest of the episode was basically Hachikin doing his thing, being very, very, very stubborn and working and doing him, not accepting help from other people, really. Like, in a way, he is, but he isn't. Like, he wants to do everything himself, like hands. He wants to tenderize meat himself. And it was really sad, because, I mean, there was an episode, and there was, like, flashbacks of the pig and his whole mentality of him wanting to do it and him wanting to eat it, and then it got smoked, and basically they just had a giant ass fucking like barbecue with like a bowl of rice, and then the fucking meat was like stacked this high, because he bought like 50 kilos of meat. But what's strange is that it's like, did he not get one, or what happened with that other kilo? Could he not afford it? I don't know. Did he make a wise purchase? I'd have to say maybe. It's questionable. It is, but he grew as a person and as a human and accepted the death and even ate it. And then there was stuff with Mikage, and of course this was like in the middle of the episode, and she basically gives him some hand cream because she knows how fucked up his hands were because he's been working so hard on this meat. But again, and Hachikin, of course, doing that whole thanks for showing your love, and like you're not really like showing your love, but like being nice to me, and I don't like it. I don't, because there's something that could be there, and I want it to be. I don't want it to be like last fucking episode and then be like, I like you, and then fucking black credits and like, yeah, season 2 never gonna happen. I can't stand that. That's the one thing that pisses me off a lot. I want to have some type of plot in the story, not just an ending to the story. This episode, you know, I was pretty wondering what I was going to give it. Yeah. I decided that 9.5 out of 10 was a perfect spot for it. It was an epic episode. It started off with like comedy and the whole thing with Mikage, which better be continued in next week's episode, or I'm gonna be very mad. I will. And so, epic is the perfect way to describe it. It is. The emotion behind the animal and having to eat it. And if he wanted to, well, he couldn't, because I don't think he could afford it, because he could only get like 50 kilos of meat out of 51. So you need like another 5,000 yen, which is like $54. So, but yeah, for $54 you could have bought the animal alive. Yeah, $54 more. Maybe even a little bit more. We'll see. Anyway, we won't see, but still, episode did sort of disappoint me, but it was still epic nonetheless. The emotion behind it was spot on. So with that being said, Smith's a motherfucking R. This episode, of course, gets a 9.5 out of 10. It was epic. This series is really shaping up to be an amazing series. It really is. So with that being said, Smith's a motherfucking R. Peace the fuck out and see you motherfuckers later.